They did it. Yes, they did it. What are you talking about? They crucified Jesus, the Nazarene from Galilee. Do you mean the man who is known as the rabbi, the teacher, the healer, the Son of God, and the Messiah? Yes, Jesus, my Lord and my Savior. Now imagine if we were there, watching the actual events. Why imagine? The Bible gives us a clear picture of what actually happened. The leading religious leaders had influenced the ruling Romans to execute Jesus. The Romans chose crucifixion as the method of death. Jesus chose death as the method of life. Crucifixion is a slow, painful way to die by suffocating. The victim was nailed to a wooden cross with their knees in a bent position and their arms stretched wide. The person would have to push against the nails in their feet to raise their bodies, which caused severe pain just to catch a breath. Would we all want to know the last words of a dying person? I'm thinking those words will be very important. But also, I'm finding that it is a very, very rare gift. I've been bedside for a few deaths, including my dear wife, and they actually had no dying words, only a last slow breath. The Bible records at least 7 sayings Jesus said while he was dying on the cross. Let's see, who was at the foot of the cross to hear those words the Lord and Savior said while he was suffering and dying? Did we see his disciples? Nope. Most of them had abandoned him and were most likely hiding and thinking, oh no, I might be next. Not even Peter, the rock, the one who said I would never abandon him, but indeed had just denied 3 times that he even knew Jesus. We do know this about Peter, that he was somewhere crying and repenting, but not at the foot of the cross. What about the betrayer, Judas? Why is he not at the foot of the cross? He should have been there. He had recognized his error, confessed and repented, however, to the wrong people. Didn't Judas know that Jesus would have forgiven him if only he had asked? Do you know that Jesus will forgive us too, if we only ask? At the cross, we do recognize Jesus' mother, Jesus' aunt, Mary Magdalene, and John, the beloved disciple. The pain and grief they must have been feeling must have been overwhelming as they helplessly watched Jesus dying on the cross. Jesus was not so overwhelmed with his trouble that he could not have compassion for others. We can learn a lesson there. We are not so down that we cannot help someone else. At this time, most likely Joseph, Mary's husband, was long dead, and it was Jesus, the eldest son's responsibility to care for his widowed mother. Jesus followed the 5th commandment by honoring his mother while he was suffering. Jesus entrusted Mary to John's care when he looked at his mom and said to her, "Woman, here is your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Here is your mother." And from that hour, the disciple took her into his home. John the disciple took over Jesus' earthly duties by providing care for Mary, the mother of Jesus. Jesus did not forsake his mother, and he will not forsake us. He chose the cross because he loved us. It is my prayer that we all choose Jesus today and every day.